who would like to begin our lovely recap on today, where we pour one out for our homie Darth Vader?
Evil one shot in honor of Darth Vader. Let's go.
That would be cool.
We arranged and had dinner with our potential murderers.
Yeah, we discussed what to do about it. We decided
We played
to talk them out of it.
nice.
Was the
played
attempt.
cat and mouse with them for an entire meal, and discovered the true thing that they were there to get,
Yeah, it was the Magna Libre.
which was the loud book.
Tolman's treasure.
Yeah.
They were
Who-
librarians.
Yeah. Tolman graciously was willing to give it up.
Graciously.
Oh, during the cooking, Shimmer effed with the dinner, and the deviled eggs
Like
Ooh,
wild magic
basilisk
poisoned
eggs.
us.
did many things.
Yeah.
Transported us back to the astral plane, where we saw Kylan leading a Viking boat full of snails.
Which was a good thing, right? Because we know that they're all alive. Now they're trapped, but they're alive and together,
Yes.
which is better than being digested.
Yeah, it's better than being chewed up. Yes.
And then the party wingmanned Silverstring into hooking up with one of the librarians.
Yep. And then Sizota found out that Shimmer is the seventh despair. For
Indeed.
Shimmer burst out of the window or something like that. He's trying to run away.
So he asked, "So which despair are you?" She jumped out the window. He called after her, being like, "We can just talk about this. You don't need to run away."
Why are you always so
And then-
dramatic?
He
Is that always
critted his persuasion, so
Is that a viable option when someone asks you a question you don't want to answer?
and then
Always a
she's
viable
more.
option.
I feel like she's afraid of answering because she's been very cagey and dodgy with us. Like every time we ask her something, she's very much a change the subject nervous type.
Mm-hmm. But now we know. And we've kind of suspected for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole lack of eating thing.
Not even lack of eating. It's just she eats, but she doesn't eat physically.
Yeah. Just whoop, it's gone.
So are the despairs a commonly known thing for this realm, or
For
is
the
that
in the
something that you
north.
guys have just come?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
I feel like their identity isn't very known, or at least
Yeah.
wasn't for us.
that's something that you guys
Or Gaia.
have come to learn and
Or-
are more familiar with.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
a known factor, but nobody can point them out in a crowd. The fact that one of your guests was able to basically say they're all tabaxi was a bit of a revelation to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Why are you moving away, Sisota? You want to get farther away from the window?
I figured she'd want to climb in through the window.
Or chump kick, or anything that cats are liable to do.
Yeah, exactly. She's got cat-like behavior going on.
Alright, and then, yes, so we all wingmanned for Silver very hard. I think literally everybody gave up their inspiration, but one person.
Pretty much.
Just so Silverstreak could not fail a freaking charisma check after all of that.
Oh. I forgot my library card. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What's the punishment for these overdue books?
Oh boy.
They decided to take mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
They took the book back, and it was much to his sadness.
They send assassins to get a book back? Just want to see what happens if you forget to return your Blockbuster tapes.
Well, fortunately, I think Blockbuster closed down.
They can't afford these assassins.
Yeah, exactly.
They're on a budget now.
God, a modern day D&D campaign set in the 90s would be fun.
Isn't that kids on bikes?
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, yeah, that's just kids on bikes. We should play kids on bikes.
For the exploding dice, especially. All right.
Take into fucking Blockbuster and steal candy from the counters.
Yes.
So, does anybody have any questions before we start today's session?
No.
What are the two things we have no knowledge of?
Ooh, good question.
We have a choice.
Oh, one was a joke about just continuing the session, and two was a joke about doing a Darth Vader one shot, and then having you wake up Dallas style with this whole session being a dream.
Listen, we could do a Star Wars one shot. We're out here aiding the Empire.
Hell yeah. For the Empire. They did nothing wrong.
That's right.
Yeah, they had galactic unity. When has that ever happened before?
There's going to be an evil Empire next campaign. We'll deal with that shit then.
All the rebels had to do was pay their taxes.
Well, that's what they said about America, yeah.
You saw how that worked out.
No taxation without representation.
Mm-hmm. Now we have plenty of taxation, and again, no representation.
And again, no representation.
Unless you're rich.
But we're the
Yeah.
ones doing it this time, and not you guys before.
That was always the way.
It was the plan the entire time.
Rules
one
for
of the-
thee, not for me.
It's one of the things I struggle about when it comes to the topic of revolution. Is it not just replacing one power with another?
Well, that's
Anyway.
why it's called a revolution. It's coming back around.
Exactly.
You guys got too big for your britches. Time to bring out the chop-o-matic.
Okay, enough of this Futurama like fucking view of revolutions being sold on QVZ at late night as a like slice and dice machine. So we stand with Sazota staring out the window, this lovingly lit floating island that you know is Maddie's magnificent merchandise and sleepovers. At a like barely over 3 foot tall cat girl who's looking up at you, eyes kind of slanted, ears down, doesn't know what to think, or at least doesn't appear to know what to think, as you just say, "Which despair are you?" And she answers, "The 7th one." I believe that's exactly where we ended.
Yep. He's just leaning out the window, watching her.
She looks up at you, eyes narrowed. You did do a natural 20, I believe, on your persuasion check.
Yep. Which was crazy.
It was very, very clutch, for sure. And she takes a step from the edge. If it'll let me. No longer standing on the board, getting ready to swive Dom off. Swan dive off. She takes a step closer to you. Does this change anything?
Not at all.
Kind of jumps, landing on your ledge, looking in. It's dark inside. Blackout curtains are everywhere. Anything to get sleep in the forever sunlight.
Yep,
Of
they'll step out
Radiance.
of her way.
She steps in and closes the curtain. Yeah, you can still kind of see your eyes as they reflect light. I guess I could have done a better job at hiding it.
I mean, you spend enough time around somebody, you're gonna pick up on small things eventually. It was more like a couple of things that added up and then clicked in your brain, you know?
Like a lot of small things, like kind of fitting together when you get it. Okay. She pulls out a piece of paper and a quill. Can I get a list from you? List of things to work on, please?
Well, I think the first thing I could mention isn't really something within your control, but somebody did mention that they were all tabaxi. I would definitely openly emulate eating instead of leaving chewed bags of food that make it look like you eat.
Tail twitches a little bit. The food is so gross.
Yes, I mean, well, my food's not gross. But if you absolutely can't eat in front of somebody, just wave it off. I'll even overlook it. Your, I guess the disdain you have for the Holy Road, I can understand it now in hindsight, but I would work on your excuse for that. Honestly, like, another thing would be, you're like a corpse when you sleep. Well, you are a corpse from what I gather. I would either lock the door next time or have something at least making you feel warmer than you are.
Okay. Eat more disgusting food. Use a heated blanket. Better excuses. Underline, underline, underline.
Or if you need help with the food, maybe specify that your diet is hyper-specific.
Oh, you're a cook. What kind of food should be hyper specific enough that I don't have to eat?
Well, considering the area we're in, you could just say you're a pescatarian. You only eat fish, so what you carry on you is usually fish.
A pescatarian, you say? That, that would normally not here. Skyfish. Okay, I'm a aqua. Yeah, I'm an aqua pescatarian.
There you go.
What the heck? Did anybody hear us say that?
What?
What?
My Discord made a funny noise.
Oh.
We'll see if it's in the video, because that was weird.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
It's like everybody disconnected and connected at once.
Oh, weird.
That might be on your end.
Yeah, it might be a connection issue. The better excuses, aqua pescatarian. Got it. She looks at you, way up at you, because, you know, like,
Yeah,
barely over 3 foot.
Yep, he'll sit on the bed, make it easier.
She will walk over and kind of sit on this trunk. Feet dangling a little bit and kicking. So, what's the price of your secretness? Nobody wants things for free.
Well, for one, I could get an apology for the disgusting food comment.
But I'm sure your food is fine. It's just food in general. I'm sorry.
I imagine you don't need to eat, so it doesn't really...
It's more like everything turns to ash in your mouth. You don't really taste it, so it's just texture.
Fair. A price for my secrecy, though. I guess a bit of information on what to expect down there. I mean, you are one of these 7... You know what? Out of character. I was going to say... I forgot the word already. Oh my god. You're one of these 7 despairs. So, I guess a bit of information on exactly what you are.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what am I?
We know that you're undead, that all of you are tabaxi. So what is despair just a title? Is there some significance to it? Anything we should know before getting there that might save our hides, even if it's just a subtlety?
She kind of leans back against the wall, feet still dangling, drums up the air to make a dramatic sigh, which is actually work for her because she doesn't breathe. Give me an insight check.
Alright. My insight's not going to be nearly as good now, because I just got a really good roll right before the session ended.
Possibly, but also, like...
A +8 isn't bad. Alright, you know what?
Is what were we saying about that +8?
Well, now I wish I had an inspiration.
You did the recap.
Alright. You know what? Blowing it here. 14. A 14's better than a 9. A nat 1 9.
From crit to crit, for sure.
Yeah, it hurts.
So, like, she's sighing dramatically. There's a lot of practice theater. Not necessarily like she's trying to hornswoggle you, but more like she's taught herself all these, like, little things that the living do that even though she's caught out, she's having a hard time disregarding them, at least in the presence of the living.
Oh, she's I get it. I get what she's doing.
She's too much in the method acting right now. Like,
yeah.
look, there's of course there's a meaning to it. You'll have to ask the Eye. He's the one who knows the meaning. He's the best one to tell you. It wouldn't be appropriate if I, the seventh despair, told you something so... Well, he likes to explain it.
Oh, okay.
And as for what to expect, well, we're dead. We're technically ghosts. People offer us offerings. I guess that's why they offer it, because it's offerings, in exchange for protection and other things. But the Eye rules the north from Gair the Elder.
And I've noticed a lot of your activities, setting fire to a tree, and offering to escort us. What is your take on what we've offered on the afterlife that we seem to have just stumbled upon creating? Clearly you have some opinion on that considering your own status.
At first I thought it was foolish. I thought you were lying. That I would take you to the Eye, and he would make of you and your stories what he will, with me to vouch for your character until then. Understandable, sir. But back in that village where you murdered all those innocent dirt farmers, with remorse that shocked you, with so little remorse that shocked even me. Sorry, I'm just focusing on Will's. At least I got my coin back, but I'm pretty sure that was out of character.
Listen. I don't know why she's throwing accusations at Suzoda. He tried his best not to kill anybody.
But after you kill all the dirt farmers, I thought you were just going to leave them, that you were just going to move on. But instead you stayed and did something. What was it that you did?
The same thing we offered you. We took lives, realized that, ultimately that was quite a lot of death, even if the outcome was, I suppose, not best case, but marginally better than waking up every night to slaughter each other senselessly over and over. We gave the dead an afterlife if they chose it.
That's the important part. I was following you.
I know.
Oh, I know you know. I made it quite apparent. One of my many oopsies, apparently. But I felt something when you did that. The pool, an offer. And that's when I thought perhaps the eye won't have you killed after all. Maybe there's some truth to your words and you're not just... speaking.
Bullshitting.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
So,
Charlatans. There's so many titles. But you deserve a chance, a fair shake. Just like the people at the Elder deserve a chance to move on should they choose to this afterlife. Yes?
yes, of course. So, you're still going to vouch for our character then?
Yes, but I don't think I'll be the only one there vouching for you.
Oh?
Well, yeah, that's what I just said. Oh, were you trying to get me to tell you more?
Oh yes, no, that was definitely me trying to prompt you to tell me more.
Oh, well, it failed.
That's fair. You know, I think that would be funner left as a surprise.
She chuckles a little bit and leans forward, her tail kind of uncoiling to flick at her side. I don't think it's going to be as fun as we imagine, but I don't think it'll be as much a surprise given everything you know.
Ah, alright then. Well, we'll see when we get there, I suppose.
We shall.
And your secret is safe with me. Just don't be surprised if I'm not the only one who's put two and two together.
She kind of squints her eyes. Okay, but you gotta do me one favor.
Alright, name it.
This is important. We have to pinky promise.
He's going to put his pinky out.
She swats your hand down. I don't have a pinky, sucker, and runs. Four claws, not 5. For this one. We're going
That's
by
fair.
the rule of cartoon cats. But she bats your hand away and begins basically just politely running.
You know,
down the door.
while she goes in to try and bat my hand away, can I just high five her paw?
Sure, make it. Give me a dexterity check. That's like low DC. But I kind of want you to make a roll just because if you do like botch it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, you turn the BAP into a high 5. Instead of her running away, there's that moment where you're high fived and glares at you. You glare back, maybe. It's just, then they take off.
He gets up and goes on after. He's satisfied.
And
also, I think that she reminds him of his little sister. So
at the very end of this hallway that you find yourself in. By the way, guys, we should all move to the first floor. Unless you're really hard of hearing, they're being really noisy on the floor above.
Oh God, I just heard that. Let's go. No, let's go. We're leaving. We're going over here. We're going back into the
main hall. Alright, so what is the rest of everyone doing this evening, now that the party's wound down? We know what you're doing, Silverstring.
We know what he's
doing. Everybody knows what he's doing.
Or like who he's doing. I mean...
Yeah.
Zoda joins everybody just in time for dessert.
And this time, Shimmer will take bites of the dessert. Make a show of swallowing. and eating quite normally, but almost too normally, like exaggerated kind of normally.
Listen, she's a little dramatic. She does things with a lot of dramatic flair. It's fine.
That is definitely a word for it. Alright, so as the night, quote unquote, wears down, you all drift off to your various corners to catch a good night's sleep. One by one, your eyes growing heavy until you fade away into the land of dreams and nightmares. Whatever you may have, whatever you may be beholden to, that is up to you. So, Christoph. Message me one important thing that your patron would do to you tonight.
Oh. Oh, goodness. Alright, let's see. I'm going to do it in Discord or...
You can probably message, it's fine. I mean, it's about to be everybody's problem, whatever it is.
Oh. Oh.
No pressure on the spot.
Something my patron would do.
You can take a mulligan if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, you took a mulligan.
Take a mulligan.
And you know what that means? We randomize it. Why is it always Silver String?
Damn it, I'm just trying to mind my own business for once.
I was about to say, like, for once. Well, it's not anybody else's fault that, Okay, maybe it is. Okay. So you all drift off and have an enjoyable evening, full of food and wine and whatever pursuits interest you. Silverstring, you awaken, exhausted, tired, not entirely clothed.
Achy.
Yeah, a little achy. But immediately, like, I feel like it's almost second nature at this point. You just reach over for the sending stone for your morning ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And with how much vigor do we whisper "fuck you" today?
Fuck you. Okay. I'm feeling pretty okay, despite being exhausted.
Oh, you're having a good day? Damn, I'd hate to change that.
Oh.
Like, you wake up, you look around, Silvermane's getting dressed nearby, gives you a little wave. Good morning.
Morning. Breakfast?
Well, they do say that breakfast is served in the common room, so why don't you get yourself dressed and meet me there?
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, I'll see you
And
soon.
I'll just kind of like, roll out the shoulder.
You wake up, you roll the shoulder, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Oh no, character sheet, where did you go?
Abandon you in your hour of need. Perception check.
Damn, 23.
Like, you're stretching, everything's looking great. You kind of look outside the window, like you see just a cute little cockatiel sitting on your window and all these like skyfish behind the beautiful horizon, and you look back down at that cockatiel and there's a moment of just like,
Uh-oh.
oh fuck, can I get initiative for everybody please?
Oh no, it's that cockatiel.
So,
Oh no.
yeah,
I've
it's
been muted this
that
whole time.
cockatiel. So, who would be in the main hall at this point?
I
What
would be.
cockatoo is this?
I would.
Probably
I'd
not
be in
a
my
cockatoo.
room. Oh my gosh, what has happened to me? Am I stuck? Oh, I see. Okay.
I can't believe I still don't have a freaking placeholder for this stupid
Wow,
cockatiel.
why is it not rolling for me?
Hold
I
on.
should have not done
Let me.
Cause
Let's redo it. Let's redo it.
I've tried to roll twice, and
No.
neither time has gone through.
that. Interesting.
So what happened was it had an old combat up there that wasn't cleared, so it wasn't overwriting your.
Ah,
Okay.
And now everybody can roll initiative.
Boy. I'm so used to just dominating combat as Varian. Soda doesn't have a +10 to initiative, so he doesn't get high rolls.
Soda still usually rolls like some of the highest though.
True.
I went from a 21 to a 14.
25 to 20.
from 7 to 20.
Okay, you'll have to forgive me. I will eventually get this thing made, but I keep forgetting about it because it doesn't show up very often. So Sergeant Twee, good old Sergeant Twee, is going to be our placeholder because he's a bird. So he
Sergeant
counts.
Twee.
Yeah, flashback from episode 1.
1? Yeah.
Well, why is your old boss here?
Yeah, it's been evil the whole time.
Alright, let's see. So that's a 15.
Oh
He's
man,
been corrupted by the alpha parakeet.
Maddie is not going to be happy. She's going to get those dyeing pans ready.
I hope so.
More importantly, what about the snail army?
Yeah.
We didn't start the fight.
No, this thing just I was just looking out the window.
Alright. So you're looking at the window. You did beat it in initiative, though. You're looking at the window and you see the cockatiel, and then you're kind of taken aback by the view. You're in such a great mood, and then your mind kind of catches up because you're a little groggy, and you go, "Oh shit, that!" And you look back, and yep, it's that fucking cockatiel that just chirps at you happily, tilts its head to the side. But if this was like an animation of some quality, you would just be able to see this horrible demonic aura just roiling off of this fucking thing, because you've seen what it does,
Oh, good.
and it's just standing there, as if it's waiting.
Am I still half naked?
You're on whatever stage of dress you desire to be in right now. Just sans armor.
Yeah, okay. So just unarmored. I'd probably just like back away, open the door, walk out, and be like, "We have problems." That's from there. Oh, I see my old one. 15 feet. Okay.
All right. So how loud are we shouting the whole "we have problems" thing?
Loud.
Loud enough for everyone to hear.
Just be like demonic cockatiel outside right outside my window.
Well then.
Just doors open. Demonic cockatiel. He's
Oh
blowing.
god.
I didn't want my coffee anyway.
30. Okay. That's 35 right there. So I'm right there and I'm yelling it out to the common room.
We got a
I guess-
demonic bird.
Do I prepare a spell? I kind of don't want to, just because I don't want to piss off Maddie. Be like, we didn't start the fight. Fight came to us. and I'll bardically inspire Maddie.
It's like, you're the best, Maddie. I'm just feeling all kinds of inspired right now. Okay, so what's this about a bird? And then Christoph.
What is this about, bird?
Demonic bird. That's kind of. It threw someone down a well once and has been spying on us for a long time.
Well, we cannot have that.
It's here now.
Oh, that's too far. All right. Then I will. A lot. That's 45. What did this just do to me?
Where did you go?
Yeah, where did all my stuff go? Where did everybody go?
I don't see you either. Did you delete your token somehow on accident?
Still an initiative, which is odd.
Yeah,
Try
the
Riga
token's
Dragon
gone,
Knight
though.
token.
I just restarted. I was doing movement and then everything just went like the map.
Yeah. That's why I wonder if you like accidentally bumped the delete key or something.
It's
But
weird
see, I don't
because
see.
it's not
I
letting
don't
me.
see anybody's token.
Yeah, it's not letting me target you either. So we'll have to just. Let's just do this. So draw. There we go.
There we go. Oh, it's probably I couldn't see anybody because of the dark vision stuff. Maybe since my icon wasn't there, I couldn't see anybody. So that would be 30. 1, 2. Yeah, about there. And then I'll just hold an action until I see something that looks like a demonic bird, and I'll just hold a Eldritch Blast. I'll be like, let me know if you see it come this way. And I'll hold my action.
All right. So, on the words of your friend Silverstring, you now are holding your action for this demonic bird.
Yes. Kind of place myself here where I can see kind of the length of the building, but then also the hallway that he came from.
All right. Excellent. Sorry for the delay. Like when, I guess, my entire character thing for this creature got deleted, and I did not realize that until just now. Okay. You'll just be seeing me modify Twee stats in the video for sure. All right, so while you have a spell, on, everybody else, while they're just looking down the corridor, you just hear a tap, 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 as this little cockatiel is just walking down. It's not flying. It's just kind of hopping and walking down the corridor. And then right here, it kind of stops, tilts its head to Silverstring, and just like makes a noise that's very similar to Pretty Bird. And it seems like it's going to hold its action. Alright, Trillium. You can't see the bird, but you heard it. That ominous tapping as a tiny bird makes its way down a hallway. It can only mean one thing. Okay, now you can see it.
Yeah. Oh! What's your meaning here? What's your purpose? Do you mean us harm? Speak you. I know you're no bird.
The bird just like tweets at you.
I don't know, Silverstring. Maybe he's just come to talk.
Okay. But I'd rather he not talk to me individually.
Fine, I'm not going anywhere.
Good.
If you hex someone, do they know they've been hexed?
I don't think so.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Hex has a material component. Or not, even if it doesn't have a material component, it's like a...
It has a verbal, somatic, and material component.
Then yeah, they'll know you're casting a spell, but then
I put it in the chat. Or in the founder
Right.
chat.
Yeah, because there's not a saving throw or anything. I just didn't know if they would feel like a spell settled on them. I'm not gonna take a chance because I don't want it to know that I've done something offensive. So I will just hold my action, or not hold my action, but I'll just take the dodge action. I'll be ready to make a move.
Mm-hmm. So real quick, going through Silverstring, what was your held action?
I didn't hold an action.
You didn't hold an action.
I think he dashed. I
He did Bardic
Inspired
Inspiration.
Man.
Okay,
Bardic,
you
Bardic,
did Bardic. Okay,
I didn't dash either.
Christoph,
Oh,
did you hold an action?
Yeah, I did. I held Eldritch Blast for if I see
Demonic bird.
a demonic bird, because I was told demonic bird, bad news.
Okay,
And then he sees a cock and teal hop down the hall.
cocktailed little demon horns.
Technically, Silverstring's still in the way, so I don't know how much I can really see little birdie, so...
That's true. Alright, and then William dodges. Tolman, you see all of your friends completely acting as if the situation's quite grave, babbling about a demonic bird. It can only mean one thing.
We're getting fucked with.
Is that big rock back again?
The Rock. Oh.
Gawain?
I thought that's what we called it when it was in its large form.
Yes.
You have seen the Wayne?
The legends are true.
The legends are true.
Well, do we think it would pick a fight here at Maddie's?
I hope not.
Oh gosh.
And before I put myself in a straight line with everyone, let me go back into the corner for now. As I still put myself in a corner, or in a straight line.
Nobody puts Tolman in the corner.
Where was
To
that
be
originally?
fair,
Right
the
here.
bird
go right
himself has never done anything to us, I don't think.
Push Nively in
And
a well.
I guess for now I'll take the dodge action since we don't really know what's going
Oh
on.
yeah, it did push Nively in a well, but that was about it.
You mean after Nively attacked it?
Yes.
Yep.
Just gonna glance over that part.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Bird
Tolman's gonna
believes.
kind of back away a little bit and ready for a fight and just take the dodge action.
Little did you know that this doesn't cast in a straight line, it casts in a U.
Oh no,
Well,
you didn't.
Also, there's no wells around here. There's just edges of a, so I don't want to be pushed off the edge.
There's always chain lightning. The bird kind of hops up to you, Silverstring. Hops to your left, kind of peers out the door, gets a good view on everybody, and then just hops out. and hops up to this desk. Oh wait, it's not the bird's turn, it's Maddie's turn. Why am I taking the bird's turn? Trying to kill you all already, I guess. Alright. Maddie. Well, hi, do we got ourselves another guest? You said it was a little bird. Did one of you go skyfish and catch the wrong thing?
Typically, this
No.
guest has been very hostile to us, or stalking us.
Oh, let me see what spells I have real quick. Oh, shit. I don't think I have this. Since the bird... Oh, yeah, the bird is within sight of me, though, isn't it? I will put a hand to the side of my mouth so that, like, you can't see what I'm saying. And I'll look towards the rest of the group other than Silverstring, because I can't do it to Silverstring, and I'll mouth the word, the book. So, like, I don't know if the bird's here for the book,
Oh my gosh.
but I don't know if I can communicate that without saying it.
B-O-O-K.
Yeah. So, do you want, like, should I make, like, a performance roll, question mark?
Yeah, go ahead and make a performance check. That works for sure.
I don't know if that's good enough.
Like everybody behind you, like clearly you put your hand up. You're like the book. Silverstring
he'll-
just hears book.
And he'll kind of shrug after he says it. Because I don't know that that's what's up, but I don't know.
So remains just looking
What?
at this freaking bird, like what the hell? Maddie's looking at this bird like, well, it just looks like a bird to me. It doesn't seem to have done anything violent.
I'd probably, when Will did that next to me, I'd probably be like, why would the bird want a book? Just like out loud. It's just.
And then right then, Christoph's just like, why would a bird want a book? All right, Raz. Sorry, this case.
To catch up on its AB tweets.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Nobody's
It,
tweeting.
maybe AB seeds.
Damn it! I'm so mad at you. I don't even remember if Zazota has encountered the bird before. I remember there was a bird at one point, but
It was far too
Jack.
heavy. It was sitting on a fence that they had collapsed. And then the group immediately attacked it and it turned into a giant ass bird and flew away. I think that's pretty much all that happened when you were around.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I think he's just gonna move here for now. Just so that, like, if the bird comes in here, then the bird is mobbed. And that's... I'll hold an action, and that action will be I punch him if he makes a hostile movement towards anybody within 5 feet of me, or well, 5 to 10 feet of me. Basically, if he's within range of me and he makes a hostile movement towards, I guess, either of these two over here, I punch him. I hope that's not too vague. Hasty. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, so you get up, move into a more advantageous position looking at this bird as it's getting closer and closer. Shimmer's just like, what's going on? It's a bird?
No clue. But apparently it's hostile. I'm half sure. I don't know.
I'll come over here and protect the little guy. He seems like he's been upset ever since he lost his book. Shimmer scoots over to you, gives you a little pat. That'll be okay. There are other books. We'll take you to a bookstore.
We'll take him to the Scholastic Book Fair. Let's go.
We'll get you a nice poster with a Lamborghini on it.
Fantastic.
Alright, Silverstring.
Everyone's like not understanding. Ah!
Silverstring's panicked. Nobody else is as panicked as you are.
This bird is like an associate of my father's who has previously been involved in trying to kill us. And
We're concerned.
Well, see, now that makes sense.
turn around and
Context is key.
cast a spell. I'm going to try to cast command at it. Be like, explain. That'll be my word.
Alright, are you going to use your Cone's drum?
Yeah. That's my spellcasting focus?
Well, I meant because it does damage.
Oh, no. I'm not going to damage it.
Okay.
Your instrument, though. Your instrument gives it disadvantage on the save, I think.
The instrument of the bards on charm effects, yeah. Is command a charm effect?
Oh, it's an enchantment spell, but I don't think it's a charm effect, is it?
Casting a spell causes any of its targets to be charmed on a failed saving throw, thereby imposing. Command doesn't charm, yeah.
Nope. Poop. I thought it did. My bad.
What is your saving throw? DC 18?
18.
It looks at you, and then it will spend the rest of its next turn explaining.
Fantastic. Hopefully we can understand bird. I'm mentioning bird as the word, so.
Have you heard about bird? Oh, would you like to move? Oh yeah, you.
Yeah.
The old command and dash.
Yep.
Just from Silverstring's reaction alone, this bird is definitely a big deal. At least to Silverstring, Kristoff. Kristoff, you can see the bird. So what are you doing?
So it's my turn again. So that means my reaction or held spell fizzles, basically. But he backed away from it. I am going to. Let's move. Because we are kind of all bunched up.
Did you see that one? Awesome. And this is my turn.
I'm going to move here to keep my eye on, because I did hear him say, like, a command, like, commanded it to do something. So I'm going to wait to hear if it listens to him. And if it is aggressive to us, I will hold an Eldritch Blast again. If it's aggressive towards us.
So you would actually cast the Eldritch Blast now, and you would just say if it's aggressive, then yeah, you poop it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so you cast Eldritch Blast. You're
And
concentrating
I just
on
say, say the word. And it is toast.
But little did he know that the word was.
Why are you
bird.
so afraid? It's just bird.
It's just bird. We can eat tonight.
And I'll watch. So this bird is going to explain. It's going to get in a better position to do so by coming in the room and jumping onto this desk. So it has a better vantage point over the room and everyone. It then proceeds to sing the most beautifully bird-like melody you've perhaps ever heard. The structure, there's no chaos to it. It's as if it's a well-recited bird speech. Can anybody here speak bird?
I know
Silver
one
string.
person who has a ring for that.
Somebody actually have a ring to speak bird?
Yeah, he has
They
to
have,
speak with animals. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh. I thought it was specifically bird. I was like, what?
To be fair, there was an artifact in the game that gave somebody the power to talk to snakes, and then the UNT just has the power to talk to snakes.
Yeah.
All right. And over the course of just 6 to 10 beautiful seconds, this song washes over everyone. And while it's a beautiful bird song, there's something ominous, an undertone to it, that whatever was explained was serious, and that someone's life might be on the line. William, you're up. This bird just explained everything. A shame you couldn't understand it.
You'd be in a bit of a ways, ass bird. I think you know none of us speaks whatever language you're speaking.
The bird gives you the bird.
We're not looking for an altercation. We just want to know why you're here. Do I have anything that would let me speak to the bird? I don't think I do in any way, shape, or form.
What languages do you speak, William?
Languages. Common, Elvish, Undercommon, and Dwarvish, so no.
Sadly, you do not possess the ability to communicate with the bird.
I speak Primordial, Giant, Elvish, Draconic, Common, and Abyssal.
You may or may not possess the ability to speak to the bird.
We shall see.
All right, William. Is there anything else you want to do besides be like, hey, we're not being confrontational?
I will move back a little. Let's see here. Check my party. How far away is Pullman? Pullman is like way far. So 5, 10, 15. 5 more feet. 20. And then I'll activate my armor so that my aura extends out 30 feet.
Just in case some motherfuckers need to make some saving throws.
Yep. So I'll activate my armor so that my aura goes out 30 feet and my armor class goes up by 2.
So
And
you're
that'll be
like,
it.
so
You
you're
sound
kind of
as-
standing here, which is like the corner, because like of where this room starts.
Mhm.
So you're kind of standing below this raised stage, and immediately your armor locks up. Those runes, those turtle-like runes, just glow with light, and everybody is awash with the warm glow of a righteous paladin. It also makes ocean music. It's like calming wave
Ocean
noises.
man, take me by the hand.
All right, and that's
Oh.
it for Will.
All right, Tolmond. We're in this weird standoff between the bird and the party. Yes, it's an avian standoff for sure. If you're talking, Tolman, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I keep muting myself because I was chewing. So I'm going to move to here so I'm within range of Will's aura and then just take the dodge action again and kind of look around. So are we fighting the bird? Are we hanging out with the bird? What are we doing, guys?
I don't know. To be honest.
I'm gonna speak with animals and try to understand what it was saying. It'll probably be a dick and speak in some other language.
It's like, I know this bird. It's gonna be an asshole. Trust me. This bird's been a dick my whole life. Maddie's
He
just like,
bullied me on the playground.
Maddie's like, I don't know what's going on over here, but why don't you all just sort themselves out? I want to go in the kitchen. I want to make us all some nice tea. Do you all want some nice tea? Let's make some nice tea.
I'd like some tea, actually. Thank you.
So sweet.
That would be lovely, Maddie. Thank you.
And she prepares her nice tea. Meanwhile, Suzoda, you and you alone stand between the party and this ominous cockatiel.
I'm guessing I didn't understand a word it said.
No, it's spoken bird. The language of the avians, but it's not primordial. It's just it's like you have to be able to speak with animals.
Yeah, I can only do that with snakes. I'm going to ask politely.
Which language?
Abyssal. Would you repeat that?
The bird looks at you, cocks its head to the side, jumps up and down, and like points both of its wings to you. Not entirely unlike its dabbing, but sort of, as both wings are pointed to you as it stares coldly at Silverstring. As if like, he gets it, why can't you get it?
I mean, there's a bit of a language barrier. But I take it you're here for one thing and one thing alone, so... whoop. Hold action. If it moves, I hit.
It hops up and down.
Alright, if it... oh my god.
I'm just fucking with you.
If it walks away from me, I hit.
It flew away. You don't attack. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm just making this a wish. Like, this is like wish mastering your
I'm getting monkey pawed
yeah.
by the dungeon master.
It's like, I'm sorry, you didn't say fly. Okay,
If it makes any kind of motion that would eventually lead it to being more than 5 feet away from me, I take a swing at it.
it's breathing.
I was gonna say, what if it
How does
thinks
that make
about
it
where it grew up?
Breathing
How
gives
does
it the
that-
energy it
Mentally.
needs to power its muscles to move 5 feet away from you. I'm teasing.
Actually, alright, Dungeon Master, I roll to hit you.
I mean, at this point, I might as well just throw my head on the desk and call it a day. Alright. So the bird looks at you. After it's frustratingly pointing at you while staring at Silverstring. And I'm going to do a silly voice for it, so apologize in advance. You have been invited, son of Byron, to your father's most esteemed wedding.
Ooh.
You have to translate,
What?
Suzoda.
Oh, that was an abyssal, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was all an abyssal.
He just kind of dumbfounded looks at the silver string. He said your father invites you to his most esteemed wedding?
Your father, Lord Akium.
Lord what?
Akium.
I'm asking out of character for...
Oh, it's Akium, A-K-Y-I-M.
Okay. Your father, Lord Akium, I'm sorry.
Has chosen a new bride.
Has chosen a new bride.
We thought it fitting that you Well, that you be invited, given you're the one who gave us this bride.
And it was only fitting that you were invited because you were the one who gave us this bride?
What? The.
This may trigger some people, so.
Are we
but
going
what,
to a wedding?
Can on my turn just activate the speak with animals from the thingy?
Absolutely.
And then
Shimmer's
just be
not
like,
gonna do anything. Shimmer's just like drinking the tea.
What do you mean I gave them the bride?
You stole from your father something priceless. It could no longer be used for the task it was given. Now we find another use for her. You've been invited.
But-
Your father's going to marry your sister.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just in case you weren't picking up. That's why I said
Oh,
trigger
I
warning.
was.
Well,
Yeah,
that was
totally
fucked up.
I was totally picking that up. Huh? Well, we need to go crash a wedding.
Silverstring. No, Silverstring's family's just fucked up, dude.
We need to go. Okay,
His mom's
well,
a pool of blood. Like, it's crazy.
I'm like a clone of my father or something. I don't know. Yeah, we need to go crash a wedding, I guess. Timeline on that has been, holy shit. Why me? Anyway.
Your family is so many levels of fucked up, Silverstring.
Yup. Why do you think I say fuck you into the sending stone every day?
You'd think he would send a message back saying that you're invited to the fucked up wedding instead of sending. And then he just gestures at the bird.
The bird gestures back. It's a rude one.
Okay.
He also gives a rude one.
When's this
And
wedding
then-
happening?
Snakes and birds. The
Yeah.
rivalry as old as time.
I hope you don't have a nest because I'm hankering for some eggs at the moment.
The bird looks at you, blinks. Try me. And then it tilts its head to Silverstring. And Silverstring. The wedding's not too far away. You'll have plenty of time to relax.
Yeah, that doesn't answer my question. When is the wedding?
The bird chuckles, seemingly finding something funny about the date. Silverstring, give me an intelligence check.
Do you have a birthday coming up, Silverstring, or an anniversary?
Intelligence check. Oh yeah, I'm smart.
Maybe an anniversary of a stabbing?
Great.
You don't know of any important days nearby, but you've been very active of late. You've gone through a lot. You've got 2 lifetimes wrapped around one partially threadbare soul at this point. So you're forgiven for not knowing. But when the bird opens its mouth and says that you only have 3 days' time, and it's on the other side of the world, that might give you some cause to alarm.
Yeah.
My message is delivered. I will be going now unless you wish to try your luck again.
What? Anyway, how am I supposed to get there that quickly?
The bird begins to hop away. Sisode, are you going to attack it?
No!
Grapple it.
No.
You
I mean,
have
we've seen-
3 days to get across the world and save your sister. I don't think you can do it. Prove me wrong.
Don't suppose you could give us a ride?
It hops up on the windowsill. Yes, well, the last couple times you wanted me to catch you, it seemed to be the opposite, so... Besides, I bear messages, not burdens. And with that, it flies away.
I'll just grab the sending stone and be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and then throw it into the ground.
Look, I'm not saying this is Andrew's fault, but he mulliganed.
Okay, I am very confused right now. We were scared of Birdie, but Birdie talks about party, and we all stand around and tweet at each other. What is happening right now?
Okay. Yeah.
You speak bird? You speak bird?
No, I speak Abyssal.
Gotta
I-
roll. That's
Can currently speak with animals thanks to this ring. Ah. God damn it.
interesting.
So we
where are
went
we
back
going,
in time
Silverstring?
at one point to give a Cliff Notes version of what's going on. We went back in time through the Well of Adir where we relived our memories, and
Right.
instead of sacrificing my sister to a blood pool to create the weapons for the children of Hakim, I stabbed my father instead and tried
Right.
to rescue my sister, and that failed completely. They recaptured my sister. I managed to get away. I've been hunted ever since. However, apparently because of that failure, my father has other plans for my sister, and now they're gonna marry or something.
Ac-
And
Actual father and sister?
well, it's very confusing because my mother was a pool of blood.
And your father's also your brother.
Well, not yet. Maybe.
So, is your home
Clone?
country called Alabama by any chance?
It's
I'm sorry.
Kimbama.
I mean, I
Sorry.
am not one to judge, but that is very strange to me.
I'm judging his father. I'm judging him so hard.
Take me home, country roads. Yeah. Okay, Cliff Notes version. This is why I don't talk about my family and I hate them. So, yeah.
Okay.
How can we possibly get on the other side of the world in 3 days?
Do you think maybe Maddie can shift this thing into maximum overdrive?
I don't know that it has another speed.
Light
Have you
speed.
have you asked her?
We've not.
I'm pretty sure considering how dire the situation, she might have some solution. Are we still in initiative?
No, let me take you out.
Ugh.
The other option might be to get in contact with Concoction.
That's where I got.
Can
Kind
he
of.
get us to the other side of the world in 3 days?
Depends
I mean, it
on
took
where
us
he is,
3 months to
unfortunately.
get there.
Oh, that's right. Because we teleport to him, don't we?
Unless we have another way of communicating with him.
Can we communicate with him?
Give
I
us some ways to do that.
can communicate with whoever you would like,
Really?
or allow you to communicate with whoever you like.
Quick side note: do we need to go back to Yatar? Is that where the wedding's happening?
The wedding will be happening at the Achium family estate, yes.
Okay.
Of course, nobody's forcing you to go. You'll just miss the wedding.
And not save Silverstring's sister.
From whatever grizzly.
Who might also be his aunt or mother.
This situation is
What do you mean you're a clone of your father?
Well, look exactly like him. I guess he doesn't have burn scars, is what we found out. And,
I think you're better looking.
Thanks.
No, apparently has a scar from a stab wound. Holy smokes. Silverstring.
You have character.
I'm
Thanks.
so sorry.
Um,
This is horrible to have to deal with.
my mother's a pool of blood, so I don't know how exactly that creates me, but here I am.
So if you are a clone, are you technically a portion of you marrying your own sister as well?
Holy moly. I need a
In a
drink.
sense.
And right when you're like, I need a drink, here comes Manny. I brought the tea, guys. I got everything we ever need. Little sandwiches, little cucumber sandwiches.
Can you give me something stronger than tea?
And let me
Oh.
correct what I said. I cannot communicate with anybody. I must know them or have seen them. So if there's a picture or something you might have, then I can talk to them.
I'm going to lean over to Shimmer and I'm going to say, we might have to take a bit of a detour.
Shimmer looks at you. Yeah, I seem to be getting that feeling. What's going on?
Long story short, Silverstring's family's fucked up. His father's about to do something kind of fucked up. Majorly fucked up.
Major.
Involving a wedding and sisters that shouldn't be marrying certain people. And we have to stop it in 3 days.
Oh, well, where's this wedding at?
That being said, Marty, I don't
Guitar.
suppose the flying
Guitar.
in goes faster than this? Does it have another speed?
Oh no, this thing goes about only one speed, which is usually pretty slow. It's about a good casual walking speed. It gets us mostly where we need to go in a good about 1 year rotation around the Black Caravans. We usually follow them about, if you remember, but if you need to get to the south fast, I'm afraid I can't help you there.
Yeah, looks like
Turtle portation?
Silvermane?
either that or if
do
Shimmer
you-
has any ideas.
Yeah. Silvermane may have some ideas. How about does the library have any technology of how to teleport around really quickly?
Typical man.
Just turn to Silvermane. You there?
You hook up one time and all of a sudden you're asking for favors.
You know it.
Love it.
You mean? Well, what do you mean? Of course we got teleportation techniques. You know about the sack. But it doesn't allow living things through. Just the non-living.
Any ideas on how to get back to Yatar in a day or two?
Well, I would suggest some kind of teleportation if you have it. It'd be a shame if y'all were, 9th level but had no 5th level spells.
Shut up.
Because everyone was multi-class.
Except for the marshal who doesn't get spells.
What do you mean you don't have counterspell?
That being said, I think teleportation is like, what, 7th?
Seventh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You get circle of teleportation, I think is 6 or something, but...
Something like that.
Well, I mean, how many? Let's see. No, that's.
Any best know any illusion spells?
I mean, probably.
Because one of us.
So, as a question, what happens if you squeeze into a bag of holding and then teleport it with the sack? Like, the bag's not alive, but you're not really going into the bag, you're in the other bag?
Is
Well,
the
that
sack
sounds
considered-
very risky.
Is it considered a dimension?
Yeah, I don't know if we want to chance that. I'd rather not wake up in the astral plane again.
Do we want to create black hole?
We've done that once. I don't want to do it again.
Meanwhile, Silverstring's over here making like an island turtle illusion. That's like exactly like Concussion, including the bad architecture that like Will had added like during his stint there.
I mean, that's Concussion. If you want to talk to him.
It's a big dragon turtle.
Oh, we have no port.
Does
Yeah.
the big
Just-
dragon turtle sleep?
Don't think so.
Then we-
No.
He's
Then we may have a problem.
he's a minor divinity, so I don't think he sleeps.
If he does, I'm sure it's at the bottom of the ocean.
So
Hmm.
we
Well,
can
it doesn't matter where.
we can teleport to him, but it doesn't
And
mean
what?
that he can get to the other side of the world in 3 days.
Just hope. Yeah.
We have to hope that he is on the other side of the world.
Or maybe he has some sort of teleportation magic.
I don't see that we have any other choice.
Didn't it take us weeks to get from Yatar to here?
Yep.
I don't imagine he's very close to Yatar.
Don't know
No.
where he went after he dropped us off. Did he hang around or did he go back to Yatar? Because if he's gone back that direction and we teleport instantly to him, then we travel that distance. You know what I mean?
What I'm
That's
saying is it took
confusing.
us weeks to get up here, but we haven't been up here for that long.
It's probably not.
If he's on his
Very
way
close.
to Yatar, he's probably not there.
Oh,
How far are we from our current destination?
I didn't realize it took weeks.
Yeah, we've had like what? How many months of it at downtown was it? Like 3?
It was like 3
It
weeks.
was
8 weeks.
Yeah, it was 8 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How far are we from our current endpoint?
Like a day, I think?
Shimmer,
Gaia the Elder. Yeah.
Gaia the
You're
Elder is
from
you're
this-
about a day, yeah.
and Shimmer works for Gaia the Elder?
It works for the Eye of Seven Despairs. As it happens, which despair were you?
See, I told
had-
you.
I'm gonna kill you
We-
all.
We had bets.
My
Get
my
that.
question is, are these people powerful enough or creatures powerful enough to transport us to the other side of the world? If we continue our path for a day and they can send us anywhere
It's a
in
good.
less than 2 days.
It's a good point. Maybe the Eye can. He's a powerful sorcerer.
Possible?
That is
But
asking
it's
quite a
taking a
lot, though.
chance. It's taking a chance too.
Sure
We
does
would
ask him a lot.
probably have to do something big in return.
What about calling on our deity?
We can grant them an afterlife.
Well, I mean, that's one thing. But we're talking
Pretty
about powerful magic on short notice.
For people he doesn't know. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, for people he doesn't know. And I told you so, Shimmer.
I don't.
Shimmer just pouts.
I'm not sure whether choice we have.
Oh.
Do we have any miracles left? Because I feel like that would be a miracle. Calling on,
Our deity to teleport us.
yeah.
Probably would be. And I think we do. Let's maybe save that for a last resort.
You've got one corruption die currently. You spent both your miracle die.
Oh, fuck.
Which corruption die can do the same thing miracle dice can. They just have a twinge to it,
A side
Badness
effect, as it were.
associated.
a
Lovely.
flavor.
So last resort indeed.
Hey, I kind of agree that we should go the rest of the distance and see what we can find there.
I suppose so. Maybe talk to Concaston in the meantime.
I mean, they can always get a divorce, right?
Oh lord.
I don't know what's happened with my original mother, so I'm gonna vaguely say no, but I don't know.
Shimmer, do you have any input?
Well, you can. Well, you can get there. You can always ask. I mean, the worst I can do is say no. But when we get there, I'll vouch for you. But you're gonna need a lot more than just me vouching to get something like a teleportation out of the eye.
Like I said, he'll
Well,
probably want something in return, and
technically, the worst thing that they could do is kill us all.
No,
I know it's
no.
actually not that bad.
Death is kind of considered a blessing, though. It's like a higher. It's politics.
Ah,
yeah, we would probably have to really, really deserve it in a more positive light for them to want us to just die.
ah.
Why is Will squinting at me?
You feel very squinted at.
He'll look at you and say, how would we be able to tell if you were one of those special simulacrum things?
Like Cone?
Like Cone was.
No idea.
Are you made of snow?
I mean, you've seen me bleed.
I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if Silver String were snow, he'd be
Pretty
As
cold.
cold as ice.
yeah.
I've seen him eat
He'd
some
be
hot
ice-
things.
ice
I'm pretty sure he'd be
baby.
melted by now, says Maddie.
Right.
By the way, Maddie, do you know what a hot toddy is? Because I could use one right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
That
well,
sounds
I'll go make us some nice warm drinks so we can all get liquored up, and then I'll be right back.
Please.
Oh,
Silver Strings just had this entire conversation with his like head down on the table, just being like,
figure out whatever we can, Silverstring. If there's a way to get back, we will.
Thanks.
For the life of me right now, I think we're dependent upon what we find when we get to the guy here.
How long until we reach
One
Gaia
day.
the Elder?
I don't
One
know.
day.
A day.
I think it was a day.
Mhm.
Well, when we get about halfway there, do you want me to start the ritual to go see Concussion and hope that he's not at the bottom of the ocean? It's 24 hours to cast it.
Why doesn't Kristoff talk to him first and see?
If
Anyways,
he does not sleep, then I
Would
don't know if I can communicate.
I mean, we rode on his back for like weeks. Would we know if he sleeps?
He does not appear to sleep. And that was me speaking
That
through
is the
Williams. Like,
caveat.
nobody has sending.
no one is
Yeah.
sending. Yeah, apparently.
We have a sending stone, but only one.
Yeah,
and
and
it
the
goes
other
to
one
a
is
particular place.
fuck you. Also, I can't attend. I can't get there.
I need some help to attend the wedding. Yeah, ask my own father for help to get there.
Oh, he
Well, yeah.
invited you. He might as well
Oh.
provide the
It's like,
transportation.
Papa, can I possibly get a ride?
Did they say if you have a +1 or +5 or?
No, actually, they didn't.
So technically, we're all assuming that we're invited too. I am very upset. Where's
Oh no,
my
I'm wedding
invitation?
crashing. Fuck that.
Yeah, you're invited. We're crashing the wedding.
We're your plus
6, 4.
yeah, some number. I think our best bet is asking the eye first, and if not that, then we ask Concussion.
Very
Right.
well, I'll wait.
I like it.
Yeah.
Besides, but again, the worst that he could do is say no. The best he could do is a yes, but you have to do something for me. Right?
Hey.
The best he could do is just be super chill and just be like, yeah, sure, man. No problem.
Yeah, I can teleport you, righteous dude.
This meow.
Oh, did that bird come back? Right? He's back.
Well, let us be on our way then.
So a whole day to travel to the Eye. Silverstring, haunted by the thoughts of what this wedding can be, or worse yet, knowing full well, or suspecting at least, what it might lead to.
Mm-hmm.
If you attend this wedding, you're pretty sure it will put you in direct face-to-face meeting with your father, which is something you have avoided for the majority of 2 lifetimes.
Yep.
And
But if the sister heist is going to go down, then it's going to go down.
ah, yes, the sister heist. Dungeons and Dragons sister heist.
Hey, listen. I grab your sister. I dash. And then we just blow up the wedding venue. Easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
But you do know this was, like I said, is going to put you in face-to-face with your father potentially, which is something you have not had the opportunity to even think of for quite some time. So whatever opportunities and problems that can arise are also racing through your mind. This might be a chance to end your relationship on a more permanent basis.
Yeah, kill my father.
Yeah, by blowing up the venue.
by blowing up the venue.
2 lifetimes, I generally don't believe that's a possibility, but
He has been this character that's been looming over you for 2 lifetimes, the cause of so many of your problems, so many of the mental breaks you've achieved as a child, just directly caused by this individual's actions. And now with a bird that has tormented you for quite some time, he now sends this final message that he is going to marry your sister. How old are you, Silverstring?
Good question. Where's my bio? I had it somewhere. I'm 24.
In 3 days, you'll be 25.
Oh, golly.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I figured.
In 3 days, you'll be 25. And in 3 days, this is a trigger warning because it's kind of medieval based, and medieval times are creepy as shit. Your sister will be of marriage age, which is very, very young for modern society, but it's 16. That's actually not as bad as medieval times where it was like really creepy in 13. But
It was 12.
It was
13.
way worse, but this is still pretty bad, for modern times.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, this is basically 16 levels of fucked up.
Exactly, 16 labels of all kinds of fucked up. And I'm certainly not going to masquerade this. Your father will be marrying not only his daughter but a minor, unless you stop it, you and your companions.
So your father is basically a mega creep?
Yes.
One of the creepiest NPCs I've had in a long time. Yes.
So he dies, right? Like, we're all in agreement he dies?
I think
More
that's a
than
pretty
likely.
safe bet, yeah.
I mean, I'd love to kill him, but
For nothing other than what he's done to Silverstring alone.
it's kind of
Yeah,
like
exactly.
point at head. 2 lifetimes of torment. It'd be great. I don't think it's gonna happen though. You don't understand this, man.
Well, then at least weighs getting your sister out of there priority.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was like burble into my hot toddy.
Just blowing bubbles in your hot toddy.
Kitty, you're so annoying, Percy. Come here.
Damn
Hi,
it, Percy.
chirpy boy.
Chirping
You
like
don't
a
hear
bird.
him. You do not hear him chirping up a storm.
No.
I did hear one chirp, yeah.
Oh no,
He
I
wants-
missed the chirp.
He wants so much attention that I can't give him right now.
Just a little meow.
He likes to scream. It's his favorite pastime.
Yay.
You scream, I scream, we all scream for ice cream.
We all scream for attention.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I know,
a
I do.
given.
So in one day, you make the crossing. One last meal with Maddie. One last attempt at sky fishing. One last evening perusing the wares of the shop. And one more day of not, or perhaps just drinking your worries away. Hot toddy after hot toddy. To the point to where you're cut off. And after that, it's only hard hot chocolate for you. Which is
I
like
feel very
regular hot
wrong.
chocolate. It's just darker. It has no alcohol in it.
Not even a little bit of Kahlua?
No, it
Maybe
has
like
the,
just enough to give it an aroma of alcohol. So like,
Please stop.
It's hot chocolate that smells like the nacho cheese drink.
Oh.
Ugh.
you guys are culinarily backwards. How dare you?
He is purring so loud after I picked him up.
And so
Yeah,
it
I got-
is. After a day of worry, a day of wondering what's to come, Maddie's, well, miraculous merchandise begins to descend once more into the twilight gloom. Where once you were raised into the light, now you descend into the darkness, into the realm of Gair the Elder. Exactly. As you descend and you pass the clouds, light disperses. It's only a faint glow now, and it takes some time for your eyes adjust to the familiar black and white tones of your dark vision, or just the very dim colors of your normal, non-augmented vision. Will, who I believe is the only person who doesn't have dark vision. Some of you...
I actually do have dark vision now.
Oh, you do? Oh no. Your one weakness. Instead, now you're adjusting to your new, magically augmented vision. In the distance, you can see a tree that was much like Gair the Younger. It's a massive, twisted thing that reaches into the air like so many grasping hands. In each knuckle, bend, and branch tip, you see the signs of light, the distant sounds of civilization. There are far more entities living on this tree, it seems like, than there was the living tree. The bark is dark and dying or dead in some places, barely clinging to life in others. Where Gair the Younger was full of life and hope, this tree is instead full of the quiet dignity and majesty of long dead things. Where Gair the Younger had leaves, the Elder subsides on mushrooms. Everywhere, massive bits of fungus hang and cling, rise and lower from the various branches, ranging in size from a human to a large human dwelling. Some of these mushrooms giving shelter, others obviously hollowed out to be made into shelter. And it is in this twilight gloom, this lingering, faded light, that you're descending deeper and deeper into this sphere of dead branches and deader things. But those are just the details. The most obvious thing I did save for last. For wrapped around the base of this tree, in and around the roots, and up along the mighty miles-long trunk, you can see a large skeletal corpse. Some ancient lizard-like creature. If it is a dragon, it is more like a snake or a distant shinlong than it is what we would consider a traditional dragon. But it is wrapped around the trunk so thoroughly that many creatures here have built their dwellings around it, used the spine for scaffolding, and made great works of architecture hanging between descending ribs. You have arrived at Gair the Elder.
Dude.
And we're going to take a little break, because it's about time we take a little break.
Yeah, little break. I have to use the restroom.
Quick question. I think it's been, I don't remember, but I think it's been a couple days. When we got that blessing, it was 5 temporary hit points each day were not in
Radiance, but there's a
Radiance. Is
minimum on
that
it.
add?
No.
Does that...
It just means you have 5 temporary HP.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So
It just
every day
refreshes.
it's... Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Right. I'll see everybody in 5 minutes. Or whatever.
Yeah.
I return.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My slow cooker went off. I have potato soup.
Potato soup.
There was a comedian who's just like slow cooking is like the perfect tool for someone with ADHD. Because it's like you telling me I can just forget about something and come back and it's cooked. Yes.
I mean,
It
pretty
is so good. It's a couple of hours. I had minimum effort potato soup. It's rich and creamy and thick. The potatoes are soft and there's ham bits in here.
Sounds great.
much. Mm-hmm.
I just had an epiphany.
Hmm?
What if the wedding's all a lie and it's just a trap?
I mean, would we be surprised?
Would we be surprised? Would we not do it anyways? Yeah, that's a good point.
It is what it is.
On another note, why me?
This time it was
Clearly, your
actually.
arc
This time
is
it,
the
sorry, go on.
clearly your arc is the first one that needs resolution.
In my defense, I put it on Andrew, and Andrew's like, and I'm like, this is the first time I've kind of done this to anyone. Because I had a rough day, so I was just like, Andrew, what's give me something to work with here. Andrew's like, mulligan. I'm like, you could mulligan. Then I just rolled, and Silverstring, you're always my number one, baby. on a 1 to 5, it was you.
I mean, your family's great for personal drama.
I think at the end of the game, we should just paste what our original questions backstories were, and see how it's gone from there.
Just so you can see how much I bullied you.
Maybe that is why I'm saying it. Oh man.
But this might be a good way to resolute all that chaos. We'll see.
At the time.
Maybe it's all a lie. Who knows?
Yeah.
It did take you longer to get there than I thought it would.
Get where?
Oh, that it's a lie. I thought you would have
To the it's a lie? Like that right away?
I thought that would have been like your first, no.
I mean, clearly his sister is his first thought.
Yeah, no, I took it whole hook, line, and sinker, apparently. I was like, no, it's got to be true. Oh, God, emotional turmoil already. And I was like, wait, what if I'm just being fucked with? Well, Silverstring comes to this thought drunk, so...
Now I just need that shamanistic character in the background to be like, you can't run from your fate, laddie.
It's Sizoda.
It's Sizoda. It's like, you can't run from fate. Have an apple pie.
When I was your age, Silverstring. That was like 3 years ago. Never mind.
Talking like the wise old mentor, but it's been 3 years.
Exactly. You don't want to take advice from a guy who runs around barefoot most of the time, probably.
I mean, I feel that way at work. There's people that are older than me, and I give them worldly advice. There's a guy at work I give advice all the time. He's 30 and I'm 36.
You'll find that age and maturity are exclusive.
Yeah.
I'm 33, but I'm immature as shit, so that's true.
I'm a giant child.
Exactly.
I feel that way too.
Oh yeah, this
But then
came
I
out
see
great.
how much my friends spend on Magic the Gathering and Warhammer, and I'm like, I guess I'm a little responsible.
Meanwhile, it's like, I've got a kid to take care of. I got all these responsibilities.
Yes. spending too much money on trading cards is bad. I'm not looking at where I stashed my Pokemon cards at all.
It's okay. I used to have a Magic the Gathering addiction.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
Well, you know, once you get caught selling meth to support your addiction, like it's pretty
I mean, to be fair, Pokemon cards for me are a special treat.
bad. And no, I really didn't get caught doing drugs, but that's always been the joke. You got to sell drugs to support your
sell
fucking
meth to
card.
support. Yeah.
Yeah, your card habit.
Yeah,
Yep.
just hope that the Pinkertons don't get involved.
Oh, they'll be there, but not for the drugs, for the cards.
You got that a day early. We're gonna have to take those. We don't just union bust anymore. We just rob people.
Yeah,
We just straight up bust people's neck.
Is everybody back?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we got
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So now that you're descending into the twisted branches, these gnarled finger-like protrusions. Sorry, I don't have a scene for this because it's hard to get anything. So I'm just gonna reuse Gary the Younger because it's a big tree and it's close enough.
But everything's dead.
But everything's dead and replaced with mushrooms, and it's a lot bigger. And there's also a giant snake wrapped around the whole damn thing.
Snake, Quaddle, Shinlong.
Yes.
One of those
Dragon-esque creature.
Serpentine. Serpentine. Serpent-esque.
And as you're descending into those branches, Shimmer will come forth. Hello, it's me. So, you're about to come into, like, my area of domain things? And I just gotta say, no hard feelings about the lie, right? We're all cool?
I told you it's fine. At least on my end.
Okay,
What?
so
When did you lie to us?
she looks at you like she doesn't know whether to be, like, hurt and betrayed or happy with that. Like, she kind of maybe gets that you're making a slight comment, but also doesn't want to fully believe it. I don't
It's a joke.
know.
Where it's like,
I
don't
don't
tell
know.
anybody about it.
Okay, I won't tell him.
It's all right.
It's just hear me. I don't know if I'll be able to get you in to see the eye immediately. But I'm going to tell him about what you did to the villagers. About how you gave them a choice. And if that can't get you in, then I don't know what will.
Well, you know what? You're vouching for us, and I trust that you'll do a good job. You're a little ball of chaos, but you're our little ball of chaos, I guess.
And with that, Maddie's magnificent merchandise. Excuse me, that's sneeze. Finally ceases its descent. Next to a rope of coiled branches, each one wider than an avenue. And these 5 braids come together to form what is essentially a docking place for anything that would fly. Excuse me again. In this case, Maddie pulls up to it. You see the snails, they throw ropes. A couple of them throw them a little too eagerly, and they don't quite have the range to latch on. But some more practiced snail hands will throw the ropes and tie it off, with Maddie standing behind you. Well, I haven't been to Gaia the Elder in some time. It sure is interesting. You guys gonna be okay out there?
Yeah, Maddie.
Should
I
be.
think we'll be fine. As always, it's always been a pleasure. Till next time, right?
Thanks, Maddie.
Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure working in your kitchen.
Oh, the pleasure
You're
is all mine. I appreciate having each and every one of you here. Now,
awesome as always.
Thank you so much, Silver String. You're always so kind. Now, I don't have as much as I did last time because I've been sharing it with the other customers. But as a going away gift, I thought I'd get you a couple jars of my miraculous marmalade.
Ooh.
Wonderful.
Hmm.
Thank you very much, Maddie. That saved our lives more than once.
She'll give one to Will and just hold the other one out for whoever grabs it. Oh, no problem. This thing, nothing will fix your browse rain quite like this. And I'm so glad
What
it
is
saved
this?
you. It is a jar of marmalade in a very mason-like cup. It's thick, it's gooey, and it's very, very delicious if you like orange at all. Um, in each jar of marmalade is 4 doses, and each dose will heal you 20 hit points.
Ooh,
But
that's some
there's
good
only 2 this
stuff.
time.
Does Kristoff want it?
I mean, if nobody else wants it, I do have a sweet tooth.
Well, as long as y'all share. Alright, well, good luck with your meeting, and I'll be here for a couple days before I take off, so if I'm still here while you're here, feel free to book a room. Maybe we could actually do it legit like this time.
Maybe we will. That'd be nice.
Alright, well, good luck. And with that, she scooches back very slowly into her domicile. The door is closing gingerly behind her as a couple of the more meaner looking snails peer out from the windows. One of them waves at you. It's like they got your back from inside.
That's fair. I wonder how long it'll take to get an audience with the eye. I'm assuming we can't just barge in there. That'd be uncouth.
Well, you still have Shimmer with you, and Shimmer is kind of looking around. She's
Oh,
whispering. Oh God, I just
What is
seem to have lost Shimmer's voice. Wow. Okay. Wow. Well, you see, they sent some shadows here, and I sent, I gave the shadows a message, and they're gonna, maybe bring somebody to escort us inside. And this is new. I usually don't invite people home.
well, it's an honor to be here. Also, which number of this of the despairs were you again? You never told me.
No, I didn't tell you, but I'm the 7th. I'm the youngest.
Oh, I was gonna say let him guess.
I mean, I was.
Just get it out of the way. I'm the youngest of the despairs.
Is that like an honor? Let's see. I was guessing the first one, apparently.
No, not the first one. No, not the first. Oh, that would be a wistful dream, though, to be the first.
Aw.
Oh. Do you know your
Is
Go and give me an
compatriots?
insight check, Sazota and Silverstring, since you were both who probably had the best chance of catching it.
is there a way to move up?
Funny.
There's a little something more to the fact that she said that it would be a wistful dream to be the first, but you're not entirely sure what it was. But there's something there.
Oh.
Maybe it's you're not sure if it's a pun. You're not sure if it's a play on words, but there's something a little mischievous there that you almost don't catch.
That's so good that Saz gets it.
He grins and says, "Um, well, you'll always be number one to us." Mostly because you're the first one we've met, but
The number one despair.
She looks at you. Yeah, that's right. I'm the worst of the despairs. And she plants her fists on her very small hips and just chuckles. It's not a very it's meant to be menacing. It's like it's not menacing at all.
Sazota's just going to act terrified, but in a way that is very clearly not terrified unless she wants to
playing.
roll insight. Yeah.
Yeah.
She Shimmer waves it off and starts walking down the parade. They'll catch up with us when they catch up. No,
I'm sure Tolman's friends are terrifying. You punched him out in one turn, so.
To be fair, he did fireball me. I mean, not very well, but he did fireball me.
Don't test him. He might try it again.
Yeah, fireball me on a dead tree. See what happens. We'd all.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Don't insult me. How about I slow you down to a screeching halt?
I always wondered why they called it a screeching halt and not just like a halt. Will I be screeching the entire time?
Well, you'd probably be pretty frustrated if you couldn't move.
Yeah, you know what? I probably pretty would. Yeah.
I thought it was because of the noise wagon wheels make when you force them to stop on a whim.
Also true.
No, I didn't know about that. It's wagon wheels?
Sure.
Yeah. Usually the only screeching I hear is, well, you hear some screeching around here. Anyway, she continues following down. By the way, the number of despair, it goes by seniority. I'm the youngest, so I'm the 7th. If there's another one, they'd be the 8th if they're younger. If not, they'd go older. There's really not going to be any other ones.
Why?
Oh.
You'll find out.
How'd you become a despair?
She looks at you, kind of puffs up her chest a little bit. It's because the shimmering doom of the poison claw over here, am the greatest poison fist master in all the north, and thus I am a despair.
So are the other ones also masters of some kind of technique?
Some of them are. Some of them are just naturally strong.
Huh.
You know how sorcerers are. They just kind of laze around all day, cast spells. They don't really study.
I've been accused of much the same thing. At least I studied music.
After a while, like as you're walking down this paraded like avenue of branches, they begin to separate, and you
you see signs of life?
No, but you do see lots of signs of. You're gonna start seeing signs of unlife. The shadows grow a little darker. You can start to see like eyes in the shadows. Just instead of like people walking, you'll see like just the shadows of people walking, but not actually see them. Every once in a while, you'll see a ghost or other spirit body dart from branch to branch. Some of the mushrooms have been hollowed out, and it's clear that creatures are living inside. But the occasional glance you see of those, I mean, these people are clearly ghosts, are dead. It seems like, at least up here in the branches, this is a place for the dead, not the living. Other than that, Sazota, I hope you brought some food. Because you're not seeing a lot of taverns or inns, at least not up here in the branches.
I think maybe I would have asked Maddie to, sell him some supplies.
I have 2 hard-boiled eggs. Or deviled eggs.
We're going to be eating a lot of mayonnaise.
Could I have, maybe paid a platinum to Maddie for some supplies?
Absolutely, yeah. You could have bought some supplies from Maddie. She wouldn't even overcharge you. She would have just charged you what's in the book, pretty much.
Be eating a lot of mayonnaise and honey.
Diluted with water.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got rations, a ton of rations. I've literally just spent a platinum on rations for people. Stuff he can cook.
You have just a bag the size of a small human filled with food.
Yep.
And it's all amazing food, too.
Yep. Maybe I even helped prepare it all.
So as you have this discussion, and as you have this realization, Shimmer leads you to what appears to be a flower, but is actually a fungal bloom. Just a ring of brightly red toadstools, in the center of which is this strange... To call it a flower would complement its shape, and this thing is not pretty enough to be complimented. It is this hideous bloom of, like, fungal fingers that is making a mockery out of a flower. But it's more like a very weirdly grasping set of hands with no thumbs, with all these strange fungal fingers just sticking out in random directions. Okay, here we are. We just jump into this thing. It's gonna take us to the eye.
That's interesting, actually. What is it?
Cool.
It's a fungal dislocation. I don't know what it does.
Does it?
The eye made them a long time ago. They're infused with demonic essence, and they essentially will teleport you to another version of them somewhere on the tree. They can only really be grown here, I think.
Oh, damn it.
Just hoping he's got a stash in the south somewhere.
Like just a mini tree somewhere in Yatar.
But the problem is these things are going to grasp you. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. But you get used to it. It's as if somebody's ripping out your insides, but the rest of you just happen to follow.
Great. Well, I'm already drunk, so.
Yeah, you're
Why
probably
would you
gonna
want to
puke.
get this?
Alright, and then she jumps into the circle. Alright, anybody who's not afraid, follow me. And if you're afraid, go back to Maddie's.
I'll just fall in with Shimmer.
I'm right behind you, Silverstring.
Being a
Yeah.
bit braver in hopelessness.
I guess we're, there's no turning back now. And will go with him.
You guys are gonna like it here. It's really accommodating. And with that, the fungal bloom begins to open. These almost corpse-like fingers of the fungal of this fungus reaches down upon each other, just like two clasping hands with you in the middle. And as the last of the darkness, just as the last of the light, I should say, fades away as these two fungal hands close, you just hear Shimmer saying, now curse my sudden yet inevitable betrayal! Just kidding. And with that, without you really feeling much for a second, you feel it's almost as if the teleportation's done. You haven't really felt anything, it's all darkness. Shimmer's making jokes, and then it's as if something reaches inside your guts, takes a handful of them, and pulls you to wherever this thing's trying to pull you. Without any consideration of your well-being, your pain tolerance, or how much you've drank or ate today. This thing has a solid iron grip on your metaphysical guts and is dragging you, sometimes through places that feel like you're being, dragged through a root system. And after a horrifying, 6 seconds of this, you see light as the two hands open up once more. But instead of that braided highway of branches, you are now standing inside a large stone room. Can I get comedy contracts from everybody? This is just for
Yeah.
comedic purposes, nothing really serious.
You've all been turned inside out.
Oh no, his ass.
Don't copy me, Tolman. Gosh.
Hold on, I need a moment.
Silver String is very, very much fortified by liquid, and while he does feel
That
a
was
little
so
queasy, not nearly as bad. Kristoff and Tolman, you're having a bad time of it. It's just unpleasant all around. Suzoda's having the worst fucking time right now. Just completely feels like you've been assaulted, like you've just been kicked in the guts repeatedly. William, however, perfectly fine. Ah, you're a
That was
natural.
uncomfortable.
Claps William on the back.
I could have gone better.
Really, guys?
What? Do we have to do that again?
Probably to get out, unless we get teleported to the Yatar and crash a wedding.
I just want to point out that in the background of one of your mics, after Andrew said, "Do we
I
have to
heard
begin?"
no.
some kid
Yeah.
shouted no.
I
And
heard
the
it too.
timing was perfect.
Is that guy here the elder?
That's hilarious. I didn't know you kids could pick up Ella from literally upstairs.
That was like the only time, but it was comedic. The timing was perfect. It's like, do we have to
Thank you
begin
for answering
now?
your child. An answer from beyond.
And so it is. You're in a large stone chamber, lit by motes of pale blue and pink light that are just swarming around each other in a chaotic pattern. Eventually drifting to touch the floor, only to bounce back up as if given new energy. And through this miasma of blue and pink, this bisexually lit throne room apparently, you just see pillars all the way down for 100 feet before sitting on a simple wooden throne, surrounded by an entire court of rather simply dressed officials. Can only be the creature you could assume is the Eye of Seven Despairs. For while his throne is simple, a simple wooden carving, no doubt from this very tree, the creature itself is well over 7 foot tall. Vaguely, and I only mean vaguely, tabaxi shaped. As if somebody hung a floating Dementor-like shroud over the skeleton of a bipedal cat person. Can I get a perception? Actually, what are your passives? Suzoda and Tolman have high enough passives. Suzoda and Tolman, you alone can notice that while this cow drifts about his form, he's sitting naturally. You can see movements as if hands underneath this claw are like reaching out, but there's far too many hands. And there are far too many different shapes and sizes. The creature known as the Eye of Seven Despairs has its attention on you. And while you cannot see the eyes, you can feel the presence of that gaze. Dozens of courtiers, lesser nobles, all dead, all ghosts, are looking at you. And Shimmer will be the first to act unless one of you does.
Nimmer has the floor.
Agreed.
I mean, she's
Did
vouching for us, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shimmer gives a grandiose, very exaggerated brow. I of 7 Despairs, I bring before you these 5 heroes Just like very nervous, like doesn't know like really how to handle herself in like this official kind of courtly capacity that she's found herself in. So she's just like, I'm gonna fall back on old period dramas. I have watched. Their strength of character can vouch that they mean us no harm, and that they may have access to the beyond. Whisper, 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 whisper between the court and the beyond, as it has some implication, no doubt. Their word for an afterlife. Is this true? Bellows a voice from deep within the throne room.
I mean, it's true if you want to go. You just have to accept Kylos into your heart, I think. We haven't really worked out the ways to do it, but yeah, it's true. We've seen it twice now. We've done it twice now. Thrice now? Twice now. How many times have you done it, Will?
Oh, it's been twice.
Twice, okay. Never forced anybody into it. Not like the Black Caravan or whatever the heck they do with the dead. Trap them in soul cages and use them for processing or something.
Yes. Must be of your own free will.
The mention of the Black Caravan alone is enough for more whispers to erupt amongst the courtiers and the servants of this Eye of Seven Despairs. The creature stands, his full 8-foot presence, looming even at such a distance over you as he begins to step down off the dais from which his throne is set upon. You have been vouched for by 2 of my despairs.
2?
Yes, 2.
Because that doesn't sound that surprised.
Who's the second?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I will too.
Tolman and Kristoff catch it. Standing near the throne, amongst the courtiers, you can also see a hooded, enshrouded figure who, when the other question is asked, like, who's the other one, throws up a pair of metal horns.
Hey yo! Hey yo!
You have been vouched for by the 7th and 5th despairs. And for that,
Yo,
I
hails
will
and
see
horns,
you.
let's go!
In the distance, you hear, righteous, righteous. Yeah, he was a despair the whole time.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, they're all tabaxi. You even got a hint later.
Yeah,
Awesome.
no kidding.
Oh, so that's what she meant.
Meowazar.
Yeah,
Should
I
have
didn't put that
guessed.
together.
Neither did I.
He is whispering that to Shimmer.
I got one
That's what you
surprise.
meant.
I
Yeah.
totally had a dream about Meowazar, or at least as part of a dream. That was weird.
Oh my. He's giving you dreams now. Woo.
Silverstring's type, furry.
No.
No,
Oh
no, you
my.
can't take it back. It's canon now.
Oh, Jesus.
You're giving him dreams and librarians. I mean, he's good to go.
I mean, I thought you were a mailman, not an IT professional.
Wait there.
You have been vouched for by 2 of my despairs, and for that I will hear you. Come into my court. We will feed you. You will suffer no injury here.
So, I
And
know
in
you
the
said
morning, I will hear your pleas.
I know you said come into my court with a T, but I heard come into my corpse.
Oh my god.
No.
Well, if I'm given Silverstring Meowazar dreams, I don't want to know. That's a little too much, even for my vampire freak's ass. No, that was this coming to my court. Yeah, I can see where you get that. That's crazy though. And in the morning, you can make your plea.
In the morning, we would have, what, 1 day, I think?
About a day and a half, yeah.
Alright. Is that acceptable, Silverstring?
It's like having 2 work days.
I mean, do we have any other choice?
I suppose not.
Yes. Gotta do what we gotta do. I mean, we spent the entire day getting here. It'd be nice to maybe sleep off this stuff. The hot
All the
toddies.
alcohol?
Yeah.
So I have said, so shall it be done. Shimmer stands up, clears her throat a little bit. You can just hear the eye of Seven Despair sigh, even though he doesn't need to breathe. Shimmering Tomb, will you please take our guests to their quarters and assign them someone to meet their demands? Yeah, sure. I got it. Some of the formality of court fading away. I will see you in the morning. Until
Thanks,
then,
man.
I have business.
Pretty cool dude.
I admit he's intimidating to look at, but yeah, he is a pretty cool dude. What Silverstring said.
We appreciate the hospitality.
You wouldn't happen to have a library, would you?
We will talk first in the morning before we begin that level of trust.
Oh, okay.
I heard you don't turn in your library books on time.
Well, I've turned in all my books in on time. There was
Until
just
the
a matter
morning.
of- Yeah.
Well.
I have never checked out a library book.
Oh, we need to expand your horizons then.
Please do. I don't know how
Okay.
many out of character. I do not know how many libraries are in SEC.
In SAC, there's probably like one in every like major city. Usually.
Yeah, I'm from a village, so
Yeah.
never been to one.
What is a book?
See, now I think you're full of bullshit.
What? You burned one, I
No.
believe, in that haunted village.
Oh, you mean the paper?
Yeah. Bound book.
I know,
Thing?
I know what a book is.
Okay. Sorry, I've been drinking.
And with that, Shimmer will lead you down a myriad maze-like set of fucking halls, each lit by that same duality of blue and pink, until finally you're in a guest quarters. Alright, this is you. Just stay here until the morning, okay? And then we'll take care of things.
Are you all right? You seem a bit shaken.
Nervous?
It's always weird coming home. You never know if, well, in a place like this, you never know if, burning a tree is going to be seen as a good thing, a bad thing. Maybe
You're
No, you
acting.
You didn't do it on orders?
I may have taken some liberties with some things that were said and assumed that I would be okay. So
Oh, you were acting more of your own volition and hoping it would just work out for you.
yeah, that's kind of how I roll.
It's kind of how we roll too. It often doesn't work out for us, but hey, we're still around.
Well, 9 lives, right? I'm on my 10th.
I'm petting Shimmer. Suzoda just keeps seeing his little sister in her, so he's just going to baby her a little bit.
Just, there's a second where Shimmer's just like into it, but then she kind of realizes what's happening, and then it's like a little bit more like, "Hey, stop it!"
Oh, but you're so
Wait, my
soft
ego.
and fluffy.
Got
Oh,
pretense and stuff to hold.
just try to behave. There's not a lot of courtly politics here. I mean, there's courtly politics, but there's not a lot of like proper ways to say things. We're mostly a collection of souls from various cultures, so stuff like that doesn't really fit well. I
So-
guess I can answer some questions, but
What is behaving? What is misbehaving?
you know,
Oh, she's single, this misbehavior.
Uh-huh.
You know what? That was funny. Fuck all you.
I was
just
thinking
happy.
of how Shimmer would respond to that. I was just like,
You're just happy that that Himbo took the soundboard away from us.
Wah,
you
wah.
deserved it. I don't know if misbehaving's like single, but I can tell you who the despairs are.
oh, there's an actual misbehavior. That was just supposed to be a pun.
Oh, I thought it was somebody I just didn't know.
No, but I would like to know who the other ones are.
Wait, do you want to know which despairs are single?
Wait, what? No, I want to know who they are.
Oh,
My only standard is that the person I am with is alive.
not whether they're single or not.
Okay, well, they're alive and they're single. Fair. Those are my standards.
Well,
High standards.
I got good news for you. We're all dead.
Single
All
with
the
a
despairs
pulse.
are dead, so no dating. And we're
No
also
dating
kind
the
of
dead.
yeah, we're also tabaxi, so okay.
I mean, I did know a ghost woman once. She was guarding a.
That relationship didn't end well.
Wow,
What
I
was she
have
guarding?
somehow higher standards than Silverstring.
Is that really surprising?
like Shimmer seems really interested. Like, how did that work out?
We shared a moment as her entire temple exploded.
Or
and then
like
let me guess.
temple.
After that, you ghosted her.
He goes,
By her temple exploded as in her head, or her temple as in like religious?
yes.
Did the religious place that she was guarding
Good.
Consumed
very,
by lava.
very, very zealously. Yeah, she tried to keep us out or in.
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 See, now
And
you're
we were-
giving me mixed signals.
Huh?
Because you said keep us out and then in. And never mind.
In and out.
Out. And
Not
then
all of
in.
them can be bangers. I understand this.
But
That
they
one was
can.
good, though.
Shimmer's just looking around confused.
But I guess nobody's here is more of a banger than Silverstring right now, I guess. So, you know.
Ayo.
Sorry, I had to.
Nice.
Didn't even say goodbye to the rabbit woman.
Right. You put all that effort into impressing her. You didn't even say goodbye.
I got depressed instead. And drunk.
Yeah.
What was this
Good
typical man?
material.
Was this typical man things when someone said earlier? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Silverstring, husband material.
At this
No.
point, Shimmer's
Question
just
mark.
gonna sit down. It's alright, you guys. Well-appointed rooms. I'll wake you up in the morning. You can ask me your questions then. Silverstring, no alcohol.
Fair. I need to sober up anyways. I should be important to talk to the eye. Sober.
You gotta make your case to the eye.
Mm-hmm.
We are gonna need that silver tongue.
So who here wants to make a insight check?
I do.
Just
Sure.
one or all of us?
I'll let just
Alright.
one of you do it. So I'll let you choose amongst yourselves who wants to be the bearer of insight.
Not
I
it.
have a +8.
Saz?
Come on.
Yo, could I get a bardic as like a a contingency?
Sure, if that's allowed.
You can go for it. Sure.
I don't need it.
Hmm.
You still have it. You got it for 10 minutes to do whatever you want with it. Hell yeah. You might roll higher. Roll again.
All right, let's.
2d8, choose the highest. Nope. 32 it is.
32. Damn, how could you lose by just one? I'm
All
joking. I'm joking. So this
So
will
close.
kind of be the thing we end on, like I feel like it's about time.
That's good.
So you go about in this guest wing. It's essentially 6 rooms, with a common area and a kitchen attached. And sorry, I'm just blanked. But Shimmer goes through, just settles you in, and as you talk and as you interact, a lot of the conversation with like the Eye of Seven Despairs pop out. I assume that's what's on your mind because you have to convince this person that shit's going down and you need to borrow some of his magic in return for souls. So I'm pretty sure that's pretty high on everybody's list. But every time Shimmer talks about the Eye of Seven Despairs, it's as if she's wanting to call the creature something else, and catches herself every single time, and doesn't let it slip. Now, Suzoda, you catch this, but you're not entirely sure what she's saying, because she never lets it slip. But you could tell she's catching, calling this person or this creature by another name. And given what you do know of ghosts, you do know that ghosts generally sacrifice their names because if you don't have their name, you can't summon them. So you don't know if it's that kind of situation or if it's something simpler or something else.
I'm just going to assume it's a mixture of things.
Yeah. And so it is, you all get settled into your adjacent rooms for a restless evening of sobering up, practicing what you're going to say, and figuring out how in the hell you're going to get Silverstring back to Yatar in basically 2 days' time to stop a wedding. Meanwhile, Tolman's still reeling from the loss of his prized book. Suzoda's just uncovering all sorts of information, which may or may not be of use. Just tugging at the strands that is Shimmer. And
The Shimmer mystery. Yeah.
the Shimmer mystery. And Will and Christoph, well, you're doing you.
We're going with the flow.
It's like we're here, we're having a great time. And I feel like that's a good place to end because it was going to be a shorter session because of everything that went down today, essentially.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
long day, just short,
great
fun,
session.
sweet session. It was fun.
Punchy.
Yeah, a lot of exposition and role play and stuff. Yeah, it was good.
Also, rest in peace, Darth Vader.